This was one of those days. I got the early start, caught a quick fish, but then I spooked about a million more and spent the next few hours running all over the marsh until I finally found them. And that's what you gotta go to know. Welcome to another episode of Catch You Later. I'm gonna drop you guys right into the action. Let's get started.
All I can do is spook these things. Oh, there's another one. Wow, I was sight fishing a drum, and look at what I caught. This and a drum were both trying to eat it. I've never, ever seen anything like that. It's only been a few hours. Yep, that was the first. I had a puppy drum and a trout, both trying to eat this at the same time. I have a feeling there's a lot more fish in here, so we're going to stay here for a while. It's not a coincidence that the first place we found clean water, we were able to catch some fish. Well, that was the first catch on this marsh demon. Figuring out different colors for different companies always takes some time, but this seems to me to work similar like a craw. The little split tail action that it has, you can pull it towards you like a crawfish, just small hops. It would be really good in a weedless setup. Oh, just had a hit. Don't ask me why I'm not using a weedless setup, I don't know. Just haven't felt like retying. Alright, so we saw 3 reds on that other side. I'm gonna fish this little kind of divot right here and then go back over there because, like I always say, they don't go far. They really don't. Coming in a little too hot. Got him! I'm having to chase it with the trolling motor. I have real light line on. It's coming back towards me. I got a good hook set on. Crap, damn it, the line is tangled. There we go. You're gonna have to let this fish exhaust itself. Oh, look at that, look at that. He slowed down somewhat. Not a ton though. This is going to be a bruiser. Don't know if it'll be over 25. I think it's going to be about the same as that other one we caught earlier today. Man, that was great though. Because it's been slow going and I haven't found any trout, I'll probably keep this one too because we gotta get a good amount of fish. It's going to be 5 families at this camp. Hopefully I can make an episode of cooking this fish at that camp. Like I said, I got a real light line on. Been fishing freshwater a lot. I think this is 8. So we gotta let this thing exhaust itself. That's another reason I'm gonna keep it. The only way to land it is for it to be too exhausted to revive. There we go, we got it. That was awesome. Man, it's taken all day. But he swallowed this. My arm is cramping. But that was really fun, really awesome. Its nose was pointed to the grass. That's why it's so hard to catch them in high tide. But we got this one. I'm gonna bleed it out. We're gonna keep it. Let's see, it was. This one is 22 inches. The other one was 21, so I was close. All right. Well, this is that marsh demon. It's on an 1/8 ounce jig head. And that fish had its head pointed in the grass. And I believe that's why we've been spooking so many of them. We're actually coming behind them. So like, let's look at this cast. I throw it there, like, yeah, sure. You know, it's along the grass, but if they're looking in the grass, we're not going to catch them. If anything, we're just going to spook them, and that's what we've been doing. They are actually in the grass, pointing their heads right into the grass. So we got to keep that in mind. That's what we're looking for. Let's go see if we can catch a few more. I'm going to work this bank back, and we're going to go back to where we caught that trout. Everything we've caught in this last sequence is between here and there. And that goes to that 90-10 rule. 90% of the fish are in 10% of the area. That's always true. And I never know how I edit these things, so I'll go ahead and repeat something I already said. I don't tag and release anymore, although I probably should. I just kind of got out of the habit of it. But a lot of people ask me why I tag and release, and one of the answers for that is actually, oh, there's a shrimp. Wow, didn't think I'd see that. But when you tag and release, you register your tag number, and if somebody recaptures your fish and they report it, at least, you can see where they caught your fish compared to where you caught it. And I've had 3 recaptures so far, and they've all been recaptured. This is bass and redfish. They've all been recaptured in the same spot within a few hundred yards of where I caught them. Oh, there goes my mic again. So sorry if the audio is bad quality. I don't remember redfish in Louisiana ever being this spooky. But they've been getting more and more pressured over the years, and this is just what's going to happen. The ones that are harder to catch are the ones that survive. A little sheepshead. Yeah, the sheepshead are looking right in the grass too, just like the reds are. Now y'all can't see, the sun is reflecting off of the water and just kind of getting between my glasses and me. And that's why normally you wear a hood. My hood's not covering me up enough to block that. But you don't want that glare when you're sight fishing, because it's going to make at least one of your eyes adjust to that glare. You won't be able to see as well. Man, there's a bunch up there. Let's pick up the pace. They're going crazy. Look at that. I don't know if that's coming out on camera. Way over there. I don't know if this is coming out on camera, but there's like a million little bait fish right there. Got it. There's 2 of them. I didn't see this one. I could do this every day for the rest of my life, you guys. Got it. All right. Number 3. This is a male. It makes it easier for me to keep it. Much rather release the females than the males. Another sort of carbon copy, 20-incher or so. Let me show y'all. What a day it's turned out to be, and there are definitely still more in here. So let's bleed this one out, and I'll come back when we're done with that. Okay. Man, what a day it's turned out to be. Not at all what I planned on doing, but I am not unhappy about it at all. Looks like there's a fish right there. Almost our limit of reds, a little trout. Would love to catch some more trout. I don't think we'll catch any right here where we are. There's still reds cutting up over there. Because we're about at the mouth of this thing, I may just cruise to it and see and then come back around. But they are feeding on this. Yep, there's one over there. There's some kind of fry, baby fish, that's kind of near the surface of the water, and that's what these redfish are feeding on. They're getting in the middle where I am right now. Now I can actually see one that just ran through the middle. And they're coming up underneath this fish. A lot of people get surprised when you catch, or when I catch redfish on top, but they are happy to feed on top if it's easy for them. I'm really impressed by how this lure casts. It's like something people don't talk about enough, but man, when you can throw a mile like that on a dime, that's pretty nice. Well, I may as well sight fish this. I mean, you're not going to get any flatter water than that. I may have to crank the outboard to go back, but we'll see. But this is pristine sight fishing water. I got to take advantage of it. There's one. That's a trout. That's a trout. Another keeper too. Man, this lure's catching everything. Let's make sure on this. $13.5. Still want a limit of reds, but happy to catch more trout since that's what I came here for anyway. So it seems kind of patterny though, where the reds are and where the few trout we've landed are. Trout are definitely in deeper water. There's some feeding right there. And the reds are definitely on the banks. There it was. I saw it too late. This water here may be too dirty for sight fishing. Thought it would be perfect. It's so flat calm, but I can't see anything. I've never heard that seagull call. What the hell is that? Man, what is that? Heard that one. Got it, got it. That was so cool. I saw it come up from the bottom and hit it. That was so cool, you guys. Smallest one yet. Man, what a day this has turned out to be. This is another male hooked right in the nose. I'm gonna have to actually look up the regs. I can't remember what keeper size anymore. I know it's not 16. Can't remember if it was raised to 18 or what. But if this is a keeper, we'll keep it, and that'll be it for us for the day. Alright, I don't remember what the limit is, so we're gonna let it go. I don't have internet right now. right. Lure is holding up. What a day it has turned out to be, y'all. They were definitely where we started. We caught one and missed a ton, but we come here and there's just so many more. I mean, there's 1, 2. Now, I don't know if these are all reds, maybe some are trout. But we found where the fish are, and that's that 90-10 rule. Now, I do end up wasting a lot of time because I love sight fishing so much. And the thing about sight fishing is you can't just like land somewhere and 5 minutes later go, there's no fish here. So Tyler asked me to tell you guys about this. They have this little box. I'll put a link to their website. It gets full of just all kinds of stuff. And this is what I've been fishing with. It's called Cajun popper. But yeah, I'm not sure how much these boxes cost. I think it's like sort of a subscription model. But as you can see today, they work. I wouldn't tell y'all they worked if they didn't. That was a ladyfish. Alright, I think I'll double back around where the majority of the fish we caught were. I'm sure they're still there. I saw the ones that I didn't land. So that sound those seagulls are making is the normal like feeding call. That sound they were making when I was near them was some kind of warning. I bet they'll make the same sound when we go back over that area. That's one thing I've been trying to learn is the bird calls. I used to have chickens and they had certain calls every once in a while when I'm cruising through my neighborhood and I hear neighbors' chickens. I can tell when they laid an egg. I have a particular call for that. But if you can learn the seagull calls, you might be able to hear before you see them where they're feeding and discern the difference on if it's a feeding call and just talking to each other. Got it. Oh! Oh! Literally just stopped to have a snack. Still have food in my mouth. Heck yeah. My favorite eating fish. Little flounder, and we're definitely going to keep it. I was just having a snack. Food is still in my mouth. Saw something feeding, knew I had to make a cast. What a day, y'all. What a day. Well, this is shaping out to be quite a day. And basically everything on this marsh demon and this has been classic catch you later style fishing, sight fishing, being aware of your surroundings, knowing what feeding looks like and targeting that. Here's another red. The wind is blowing me. Let's see if I can get a cast on it. It kind of disappeared into the grass. don't know if I threw behind it or what. Got into the shadows, I couldn't see it anymore. Dang it. Still in search of my redfish limit. I really want to get that. Just to say I did. I probably did with that 18, but I want a 19 to be sure. That wind right there, though, that's gonna make me go home. This one. There Y'all, what a day, what a day, what a day. Definitely a throwback if I threw that other one back. But it's a male. Give myself some slack. Barely hooked. Oh, there it goes. Alright, I guess I'm still in the hunt for my limit. Let's go get this cork. It looks like there's a fish on the cork. I wonder if this is one of those that got broke off and couldn't find the cork kind of deals. We're about to find out. Yeah, look, something's going under. They got broke off. Oh, there it goes. Gotta be a big red or a gar or something. Sight fishing a cork. I didn't think I'd end an episode like this. There we go, that's close. No cigar. Wind just wants to pull it. Got it. Got it. Let's see what's on it. Oh, it was a gar. Should have known, huh? There we go. Let's see, where do we want to close out at? I would love to get that fish unhooked, but I'm not going to risk my hand for that. I do wish whoever cut their line, though, would have cut it underneath the cork. That would have been the smart thing to do, whoever you are. Then you'd still have your cork, you dummy. This one. Another red. It's just getting smaller and smaller. But that's alright, it's still fun. You making all that noise, little guy? Alright, that's 3 fish in this one little spot right here. This whole episode, except for the very beginning, has been in a very small area. I'd say maybe 3 football fields worth. Well, almost got the last one, but we didn't. Let's go over the lure of the day. Okay. Spotlog doesn't want to communicate, or cooperate rather. Alright, let's go over the lure of the day. Marsh Demon in Cajun Popper. This is sort of like a shrimp creole kind of color with a chartreuse tail. Made it through quite a few fish on the first one, I think 5 fish, and then this one's already been through 2 and it's holding up pretty well. I'm pretty sure we got our limit of reds. I'm not totally certain though. I'm not going to count it, but I definitely got plenty of food for the camp out. So y'all stay tuned for the next episode. Before I go, I should say I have these hats available in my store right now. It's just the Catch You Later logo. If you want to support the channel, you can buy one. I think they're pretty cool. Got a little tongue tied there. Otherwise, like and subscribe as always. Family and friends first. And yeah, until the next one, I'll catch you later. See ya.